Да.
Да. You wish you had that on tape, huh? I said she's the most beautiful one here.
Oh,
No,
that's
you're
so
welcome.
sweet. Спасибо.
Okay, давай.
So, today we will talk about international relationships between us. This is a Dutch boy, and I'm Ukrainian Slavic woman.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them, how did you meet me?
With this gun under the table? Well, I met you through your mom.
Yes.
She worked with me. I was her manager.
So my mom was telling me idea of getting a Dutch husband for a very, very long time. And she was like, I have this guy, Tim, at work. He's so nice. La la la. It was every fucking day. And I couldn't hear anymore about this nice guy, Tim, blah, blah, blah.
Fucking asshole.
Yes. And at one point, I got home from my office and I had a very terrible job and I really hated it. And I came back home and I was very happy that I'm home, but I was very angry. I had my period.
Okay. I know that actually. I think you told me before.
Yeah, so I was very angry. And then my mom is like, Tim is coming today.
This garbage table. I had a table I didn't use anymore. And I proposed to give it to you. Or at least to your mom.
And I was like, I don't want to see Tim today. I don't want to see anyone today. I just want my peace. And love and
peace? Oh, peace.
Peace.
Ah.
And then I met him. What was your first impression?
Nothing special actually. Just pretty girl. But you looked very annoyed. So I was like, oh, okay.
And then he even took my number from my mom, and he didn't text me. And I was like, for 2 days. And I was like, for 2 days, like this guy doesn't want to give me entire world. This guy doesn't want to be. How to say it in English?
In your life.
Он не хочет упасть к моим ногам. Ну, типа, what the fuck?
I decided to wait one day.
And then you texted me. And then I was like, how can I use this guy?
First thought of Slavic woman.
So we started driving lessons, and then how the entire story started.
Now we're here.
Now we're here. We are happy. What is different about having a Slavic girl instead of Dutch girl?
Big plus for me is food. Like if you go to, for example, a Dutch party or when there's, well, anything to celebrate, basically, there's just, I don't know, some stokjes with zout, like pretzels, there's some small snackies, kaasjes, cheeses. And with you, there's just an entire big table and you always have enough. You always have a lot of nice, fresh, homemade food. And this is something I really appreciate. This is a plus. Now, all the minuses come.
Okay.
What I noticed is that you are very strong-willed. Like, I'm never right. So.
But you're a man, you know?
Yeah, but I'm not used to that. That is something I'm not used to. Like the girls I dated before, we could always find like, okay, you're right and I'm right. But it's always you are right, even though I'm right.
For me, a very big shock, I guess, it's a relationship between kids and parents. It's completely different.
Yeah.
It's completely different because what I noticed in Dutch families, parents keep distance with kids. So they're not really nosy about something, they're not really pushy about something. They don't give their opinions. So basically, they keep distance with you. And every time we come for like celebration and stuff, we always talk about things in general. Like around.
Yeah, we keep it more on the surface.
Yeah,
it's keep it lightly.
Yeah, it's more like formal relationship for me.
We do this because we have deep conversations, but more one-on-one. So if there's many people around, we try to keep it light and everybody will have a good time. Basically what we're doing. You start fighting on a party.
Yeah,
we don't want to fight on a party.
Yeah, and we have more emotions in general. Like we're more loud.
Yeah, for me, I just see that as you're more loud.
Yeah, okay.
You're just loud.
We're
for no reason shouting.
We have a lot of emotions. We can laugh very hard. We can dance. We can sing. We can fight. We can after fighting we hug. And also it's
I've seen it all.
Yeah.
For me, it was a show.
Always something is going on. In Dutch family, it's just very calm. you go there, it's very, very calm.
Mhm.
Everybody's talking very softly. Like, and at around 9, everybody goes home. Yeah, but by the way,
Got off subject.
what I want to say, Tim is not typical Dutch boy, because he's not typical at all. Because
But what is typical then?
we don't split bullshit 50-50.
Tikis.
He doesn't send me tikis, thanks God.
Maybe explain what tikis are.
Yeah, tiki, it's, for example, you paid for coffee for someone, like you paid €3. And then you send a request to get this money back from a person. So basically, for everything in Dutch country, with Dutch friends, Dutch colleagues, Dutch whoever, you get tiki.
Yeah, everybody pays for themselves.
Yeah, so everybody has to pay for themselves. Even when you're dating, you're living together, you have kids, whatever, everybody is quite separate, let's
Not
say.
when you have kids. My dad doesn't do that, for example. But in early stages of dating, I know a lot of girls actually prefer to do it 50-50.
Yes. And I'm not this girl.
And I'm not this boy, so I paid for her coffee first time, and she was flabbergasted.
Yes, he paid for my coffee, and I was like, wow, that is not typical for Dutch, because every time I went to a date or something like a date with a Dutch boy, it's always was like, oh, do you want ice cream? And then at the counter, he's like, you can pay first. I'm like, okay, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I know this story.
That's so generous of fucking you. Thank you.
It's basically saying you're not worth my ice cream.
Yes.
Like you're not worth
Yeah,
a
exactly.
bit of money.
€2.
Yeah,
€2 for us.
It's too much for this girl.
In Dutch culture, Dutch family, they don't give each other like expensive gifts, for example. So for them, for us, it's normal to give a woman like iPhone, car, I don't know, whatever, but like very expensive big gift. For them, it's something not existable.
For us, it's about the gesture.
Yeah, it's
getting
more,
something nice.
Yeah, it's more about the gesture. It can be something very small, very I would say cheap, but it's about a gesture.
I still work this way.
Not with me.
No. But I really appreciate something that has meaning over something that is just expensive.
Yeah, I understand that, but
just a more sensitive part.
So yes, and we don't split, for example, rent. We don't split any of that stuff. So Tim is crying.
No, just a bit. I'll do it after camera.
Okay.
But camera so far cry.
So, and during dating, also what I noticed, like you started to give me a lot of flowers after we started to be together.
Mm-hmm. There still are flowers.
Yeah, we still have a lot of flowers, and I'm very happy about that. But for example, in our way, boys always do like flowers and all the stuff even before they actually in relationship. Just to attract, to show how they appreciate.
Right. I understand. But for me, that goes too fast. It reminds me of nature, like just a bird getting a flower for another bird. And it's like I show interest. I know something.
Давай.
You swear a lot.
You
swear a lot.
Бабушка, это неправда. Это неправда.
Извините, это неправда. And sometimes you just start shouting, like you say, like you're very emotional, and I'm just sitting in the couch. I'm sitting like her mouth is here, my ear is here. So there, and then she starts speaking very loud, and just shouting basically.
I'm not shouting. I'm just talking this way, okay? Like sometimes
you can already hear it now. I speak a lot softer than her.
Все. But sometimes when I have some situation I want to talk about, then I'm getting emotional. Don't do that because it will be on microphone, and then it will be hard to fix. Please. Sometimes I just want to tell you about situations that made me annoyed, for example, or angry.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I'm becoming emotional.
Like this.
Like now. But I'm not shouting, I'm just talking. It's my way of talking. I want to express myself.
I like that. This video is about points of pros and cons, and I just explain it, and you become upset.
I'm not upset, okay?
Just shouting.
Okay, which part of my culture did you take to your day-to-day life, let's say?
I speak a bit of Russian now.
Yeah.
So that's part of your culture. I really like the food you have. So pelmeni, vareniki, khinkali, grechka, kotleti, very nice.
I made kotleti yesterday. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're all in the fridge, and I really enjoy your food.
By the way, about food. Tim was throwing away food after 2 days in the fridge.
What?
Like when somebody
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
You were like, oh, it was in the fridge 2 or 3 days, we have to throw it away.
That's what we're thought. If it's if you prepare food, you can keep it for 3 more days.
Yeah, we are eating food for at least 5 days from the fridge because we like prepare the food for the week, especially soup. Like soup, you can eat entire week.
Soup, I agree. Soup is underwater. But like meats, for example, or I know pasta is like a biohazard after 2 days already.
I don't know. We just eat everything for 3, 4, 5 days, and it's fine. It's fine, and we don't deep freeze our food. Like if something left, they just put it in the freezer, and then.
In 2 months, I can eat it again.
And you eat it again, especially I didn't know that you can do that with soup. Like for me, it was something. What? They actually freeze the soup and then they eat it later.
Yeah.
In general, what I know from my colleagues and from people I know in Netherlands, they don't cook. They just get something partially ready from the store. They put it in microwave or oven, and then they just eat it at 6.
Only, at 6 most of the time. All people eat at 6.
Oh, big difference. It's
eating at 6?
Timing.
Punctual.
Timing.
Punctuality.
Vertel.
Okay. Dutch people like to be on time. Me, personally.
On time, I mean, if it's 6:15, you have to be at 6:15. 1 minute, one minute later.
You have to be there at 6:10.
Yeah.
You have to be there 5 minutes before you actually have this appointment.
And for us, as my mom says, it's not a plan to be on time, you know? So for us, everybody knows that 15 minutes can be plus, minus. 15 minutes is not being late. After 15 minutes, then you have to kind of tell people, but it also depends. If it's my friends, it's fine. But if it's like appointment, then I have to tell them that I'm kind of 30 minutes late. But it's still fine. It's completely fine. And going for dinner, if my mom says be there around 5, it means we can come around 6 because at 5 nothing is prepared. My mom is still cooking something and she wants us to come at 6, but she says at 5. So we will take more time, you know?
If my friend would be 15 minutes late, I assume he's either dead or in a car accident.
And also, by the way, about food, what I noticed a few times, and I was also shocked about that, like first time. So, first of all, Dutch people love to plan everything in advance. So when your grandpa had his birthday in July, he sent us invitation like in April?
I think May.
Yeah, in May. And
beginning of May.
Tim was like, what are you doing in July? I'm like, July is in 2 months, you know? I have no fucking plans at all for July. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but okay. And then I cooked a cake. And we come to the party. And it was around 2. And I give the cake. And they immediately start cutting it and giving to the guests. And I was like, maybe they didn't understand it's sweet, you know? And I was like, it's dessert. And they were like, we know, but we will eat it right now.
We always eat cake before meal.
Yeah, but for me, it's so weird. Like, it's so strange. It's strange from all aspects.
I understand. It's a bit strange.
Every time I'm getting sweets, like, they immediately eat sweet table, and then we switch to normal food. For us, dessert is...
after.
After.
Understand.
Even from you know, like, all nutritiology point of view, it's so bad for you.
I've been talking for 20 minutes. I don't talk this much.
That was it for today. And if you have more questions to me, please let us know. And
let her know, because I don't see them.
Yes. And I will ask him very politely.
And I will answer you very politely.
To yes.
Yes, I'll just answer yes. Not a kiss.